Oz here. We've got another storage locker to open. George is on the camera. What we want to do is show you the reality of these storage rooms. This is what happens when you buy a room that's super packed to the door. It's junky, but there's a lot of merchandise in here. And you can't open the door because stuff has fallen in and it doesn't allow you to open the door. So we've actually been working on this for 15 minutes, trying to pull crap from the bottom so we can get the damn door open. So when you think this is an easy job, it's not. There's a lot of work, a lot of trash, you know, there's a lot of storage here. It's a job. It's not what you see on TV all the time.
They never show that on TV.
So we're gonna pause and we're gonna try to open this damn door and then we'll get back to you. So this is the reality. Take a look, George, show them around. Show them all the crap. We have found a few good items already though.
It is. You can't even get the door halfway through. You can't even see to the back.
This is gonna take forever.
So, we've already pulled a bunch out.
Got a good pipe.
Got a good pipe. We'll be back.
We'll be back. We finally got our next storage unit open, our storage locker. It was a mess. This is what happens sometimes when they're packed so full and sloppily that you can't get the door open. Show them a picture of this glass. That was wedged against the door, wouldn't let us open it up, and we worked on this for a few minutes to get it open. And I broke the cardinal rule. I wasn't wearing my gloves and it cut my hand, so.
Son of a nutcracker!
This is the reality of some of these storages. It's not all peaches and cream, what you see on TV. So we had to dig some stuff out the bottom to open it up, and it's a lot of trash. This particular room is not what I ordinarily buy. I'm in the desert away from my hometown, and the reason I bought this is I've seen a few things in here that I can sell.
I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready for me money.
But it was what I call a value buy. It was only 200 bucks. With this much volume in here, I don't care if it's dog I can find more than $200 out of it. But I ordinarily wouldn't have bought this if it was even $50 or $100 more, because it's just too much work. But I do have cleaners and people to help me, so.
We're a pretty good team.
We're gonna go through this, we'll see what we can find, and we'll get started. So, where did I put my other, oh, there it is, I dropped it. On the ground, what we pulled out of the front was a couple of good items. Some games, some Xbox games we have to go through and see if there's any good ones in there.
All right, let's do it. Let's get a Fortnite.
That pipe is gnarly and people buy them. You know, I'm a kid from the 70s and 80s, so, you know, I used to partake, as they say.
What are you doing? This is the tool of the devil.
But I don't do that anymore, but I know people do, and that'll sell. This cord right here, that power cord's a good power cord. Look how thick the gauge is. That thick gauge will sell really good.
Damn, boy, he's thick! Boy, that's a thick-ass boy! Damn! Ba-ba!
So, it's at least 10 bucks. It could be 20 bucks, I don't know. So I'm gonna set that aside for sure. Good thick, that's not a made in China piece of crap. So that's good. So one of the reasons I bought this room, it kind of enticed me, is because it has some garden benches. There's a couple of them in here. And then in the back, which you can't see yet, is a tall spiral plant stand. Depending on where you're at, if I go to the coast, that's 150 bucks. In my antique space where I live, $75 to $100. So I knew there was gonna be at least some garden stuff in here, so that caught my attention.
Let's take a day trip to Santa Barbara, me and you. Let's hit up some charming shops. Let's buy some antiques.
So there's lots of trash to take out to get to the good stuff and go through. Most of which I'm not even gonna want. I'm gonna be giving all this away. When you spend little money, now that's brand new, show them that. It's not, these don't sell real good necessarily, but that's a good swap meet at them. They got some mini blinds, I'm never opened them up. But when you only spend a couple $100 and you have this much to go through, if you're willing to do the work, you can make some money.
Hello, I like money.
What is this?
Looks old.
Rockaware, I don't know.
Oh.
It's just a suitcase of some. There's probably a bunch of paper and crap in it. This is the room that would be consistent with just everything you open is gonna be crap. But yeah, see, a bunch of garbage. Nothing you want. The smalls in here won't be quality. I have a rating system for rooms. I've been doing this for 15 years. This is my job. I'm a professional. It's all I do. I sell online. I have antique spaces downtown and antique malls. I have a warehouse. I do estate sales for people, and I buy storage lockers. I buy truckloads of pallet goods, which I'll show you later. I buy government liquidations. I'll buy anything that is good that I can make $1. This is not my wheelhouse, but sometimes you just have to take a shot.
Risk is our business.
But this is the kind of room that a beginner can buy cheap if they're willing to do the work and get their teeth wet, you know. Let's get this off first. Well, that tells you right there that it's probably an African-American room, based on that art.
Cool.
That actually might be worth something.
Yeah.
Modern
Whoa.
crap art.
Yeah.
I know art is subjective, but that is rubbish.
That looks early 90s.
So Grandma used to tell me it takes a mess to clean a mess. So if I throw stuff around here, it's stuff that I just don't value or care about. You know.
Grand Corona cigars.
Yeah, open that up, see what's in it, George. If there's anything good.
Uh-oh. Not cigars.
Mini bench.
We got ourselves a pipe in there.
Oh, this is gonna be a nightmare.
Close this back up.
This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
It's gonna be hard to get back to the one thing that I wanted.
Look how deep that goes, just
It's just
stacked.
And the good stuff's usually in the back, you know. That's always how it goes. People will generally put in better stuff when they move, and then they just throw in crap at the end. And these people just didn't have pride of ownership, and they just made a freaking mess. So it looked like they throw in their garden shit from their backyard last, and their miscellaneous papers, and their miscellaneous clothes, and their bikes from the garage or wherever the hell. Empty box. That's not a bad boot if I can find the other one. Oh shit. Still not gonna let me do it. Going through a room like this is like playing Jenga, you know, piece by piece. Let's hold it up. Gotta go up and out. No, this one's already getting broke. I hate it when people do stupid like this and hack their stuff. So a question you get a lot is why people lose stuff. You can take a look at this pile of crap and you can understand that they just had a different way of thinking in life and they didn't value things the same way as a lot of people do. So when you don't value things the same way, you generally have something going on in your life that isn't wholesome. You tend to lose stuff.
A couple of nice bikes,
That's
though.
actually not bad. I mean,
2 little BMX bikes.
I find a lot of rooms from people that obviously are hooked on drugs, go to jail, a lot of divorce. That's not a bad bike.
Cleaned up, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's a seller. That's a little ripper for a kid. I hate bikes though.
Hey, ladies.
I just hate them. But he's got the...
They got 2 matching silver ones.
Yeah, got the trick. You know, yeah, he's got 2 silver ones.
It's a matching set for some kids. Wow, not bad.
Yeah. You know what surprises me, folks, is the seats are good. Usually these would be toast and the seats would be the back tires are worn all to hell, but because these are good, these are sellable. These are keepers. I'll make money. I mean, those could be, with the little bit of stuff I got, already paid for the room. This is the kind of thing that when you do this for a living, you beginners and rookies won't. But when you do this for a living and you realize that you can find stuff like this everywhere at any day, that you can just walk away from money. Like once I get what I want out of this or what I see and I just get tired of dealing with this crap, I just turn it over to somebody else. So, like I said, this is going to be a nightmare because it's going to be a dogfight to just even get to what I want.
Oh, why did I do this?
It's pretty much why I don't buy these rooms. I'm going to guess, based on what I'm looking at too, I'm going to find a lot of 90s clothes and early 2000s. Those are interesting. Little shackies. Is that the match set?
Yeah.
They're kind of not really good, but old school. And take a picture of those. Holy crap-a-noli. Holy crap. I'm going to have you stand up here when we find a spot so you can take a video of this. There's a lot of money in here. But there's a lot, it's 90% trash.
Now there's junk and there's junk. But that stuff is junk.
Vans. Shoes. Those are sellable at swap meets. Or yard sales. Let's get these out. What I'll probably do here, George, is I'll probably clear that space and get that little stand for you so you can stand up and take a picture before I start really making a mess. So look at this pile of crap. This is consistent how this type of room goes. A lot of just garbage, and there's going to be a lot of drug paraphernalia in this probably.
It's trash.
It's going to be a mix of an older person, probably an older mom stuff, along with young people that didn't have much and just, you know, got by and just threw everything in here. There's the other boot.
We found it.
I mean, it's not great. It's not too worn. It's a Tony Llama.
Hey, we've sold some of those.
We stuff that and we clean them up, and you know, 10 to 20 bucks easy, and maybe worth a little bit more, maybe 30, 40 dollars. Tony Llamas are good.
Wait, what? I'm just goofing. New boot goofing. Oh.
The frustration that you have with rooms like this is you want to go through everything because you don't want to miss the $1 million item. And I've done this so long that I'm the same way. We still protect the addiction, you know. We want to go through it all, but a lot of times I just, out of sight, out of mind, I just go with the averages. I'm playing averages here that I'm not going to get rich off of this stuff. And if I lose $100 or $1,000, that's just the way you go.
I am never going to financially recover from this.
It's money for labor. And there's the collector glass that's going to be half broken and shit because we're and I value glass, but it has to be good glass, and I'm not thinking there's going to be too much in here. Oh, how am I going to get to this? All right. I'm going to throw out some stuff. You can see a couple of pictures.
Garbage. Garbage.
All right, aside from for real, how big is it for you guys?
Garbage.
Wow. There's an old, is that a monitor or a TV? Old school, not worth crap.
4x3, old school.
Oh, it stinks in here.
I can smell it.
It's always a good idea to mask up too, folks, and I'm not doing that right now. I should be doing it. Well, there's no way around it.
It's all gonna come out.
I'm just gonna have to take stuff out, and then I'll have to make a mess to put it back. Oh, those are funky looking, huh? They're cheap. No, it's torn up, but look at those. Probably two of them. Like that. There's more pictures. A little bit of glass. We're not going to focus on the pictures. I don't want to embarrass anybody. That's some old dated that doesn't sell for much, but it's cool. Plates. You know, the funny thing about being a voyeur and looking into the stuff I buy is you're going to recognize stuff that I don't value that might be worth a lot of money. Because you may be an expert on something I'm not. You know, we're always learning. It never ends. There's always something in there. I love dogs. That's a bunch of junk. Bunch of junk. Stuff I don't care about. Oh, nasty sofa chair thing in there I don't want. A couple ladders, table. You see how I'm walking up on this, George? You think you want to come in here and take a look real quick before you dive in? You can step on this back of this and get footing and you won't fall. Go ahead and take a look and show them what a pile of crap that is.
Jesus. Ugh. You can see everything. It's floor to ceiling all the way to the back.
Do you see to the left the plant stand?
Yeah.
Let this be a lesson to you folks. Just because there's something in there that's really, really cool you want, remember you have to deal with the aftermath. But I did see the patio stuff back there too. And it's not great, but you know, our patio always sells if it's halfway decent. So I probably won't even get to some of it, but
wow.
yeah, it's fun, isn't it? I wanted to buy some of these rooms from time to time and show you because Storage Wars, you know that exaggerated stuff. It happens. Those guys are pros. I've actually been to a couple auctions years ago with some of those guys. I don't know them. I'm not friends with them, but I've met them. I know them. A couple of them. Ironically enough, the couple, Brandy and Jared, the first couple that was offered that show, or the first couple that was on that show, wasn't the first ones offered the job. Some people that I know that were in a thrift store in the town that I was at used to follow Dan Dotson's auction, and they were offered the gig and they turned it down. Because back in those days, nobody wanted anybody to know where they got their stuff because, you know, they were selling it in a thrift store. So it's a small community, the professionals, because it's a freaking job. Well, the nice thing about this crappy pot is it has the lid. Lids are always good. A while back that I didn't get a chance to video, I bought a storage room that had a bunch of commercial kitchen equipment in it. It was really good high-end stuff. This is average everyday crap. But that pot, you know, 10, 15 bucks at a swap meet or flea market. Maybe 20, I don't know. But more like $10. But it's an easy sell. Tamale pot. Ooh, what is that? Is that a chair? A table? Oh my God, it goes all the way down the bottom. Oh, now that's frustrating. And the bottom of this is an old, rusted, toasty, like a radio flyer wagon.
Oh.
Good for yard art, not worth a ton, but an easy sell for, you know, 30, 40 bucks. And I may not be able to get to it because there's so much crap on top of it. But, you know, we'll try if I can. Ugh. The f was that, dirt?
This is why I didn't want to do this.
There we go.
Some toys in there.
Like the second one I got one the other day. What's that, 10 bucks?
Yeah.
George?
It's a big old.
It was probably a 2000 or 90s or something. It's not a really high-end one, but what do you think? Worth something to somebody, right?
Worth something to someone.